Okay, guys. So I don't know why I put my head like that. That's crazy. So anyway, guys, this is I already have this on. So what's gonna happen right now is that I'm gonna do this painting. I'm gonna finish this painting. I wanna use pepper for you. Pepper. Yeah, I don't know how it's coming out, right? I'll be honest. I don't know how it's coming out. It's definitely not coming out as planned. I think that's for sure. So for sure, I wouldn't mind having paint. It's definitely not coming out like I planned. That's for sure. That is for sure. Anyway, I think I will need this. You call it a dagger, if I'm not mistaken. So, as I look at my paintings, like the paintings I did for is this one? This is not one to use. Yeah, this is a smallest one, and I've used this before. Yeah, I think this will work. This is in the smaller ones. If I want, I could also use this. I don't know what you call this. Anyway, yeah, let's go. So yeah. So the bad thing with this paint so far is that it's so full that when you open it, it just pops like poof. Like, oh my god, it's like the craziest thing ever. I'm like, okay, maybe open it like this time. See? Look at this. It just popped right now. I'm like, what's going on? What's wrong with you? Anyway, I don't know about this painting, bro. I don't know how proud I am. Also, I'm looking at my collection right now of like the concept of the self, and I don't know, bro. I don't know how this also would tell people, but I'll be lying if I said I didn't think like I didn't like any of the paintings I have. That would be a lie, because as I look at them, because now I've put them there in my bed, on top of my bed. I'm like, okay, there's a few I'm like, damn, I'm proud of. But also, I think the most real question I can ask myself with this now is, do you really think you talented in this? I think this is because I was watching the is it Korean? I'm not sure if it's I'm not sure. I think it's Korean. So yeah, I was watching Cheese in a Trap, a Korean soapy, if you know what I'm saying. And there was I forgot this the bacon. Hey, there was this girl. If you know the show, you know him. There's this crazy girl, just like who's a slave queen, just like shopping, just crazy. She's a lunatic. That girl, bro. I'm scared of her. Anyway, she's the girl. She's the crazy girl. She, like we saw that she used to paint also, and the brother was like, "Yeah, you should stop this. You're not talented. Do something else." I'm looking at my life right now. I'm like, am I wasting my time? Because that's the same reason I quit basketball. I was like, I don't want to be an NBA player, so basketball is wasting my time. Do something else. I'll tell you one thing about art. It's always art has always been something that I keep going back on. Like every time, bro. Like it's like always something I go back on. Like every time. In high school, art. Like you could like go back in my life, you feel me? And then there will always be there will always be a point in which I am just either sketching or doing something, but there's always art involved. Yo, come on, bro. How can you make that such a mistake? But yeah, there's always art involved. Was that a sign? Is that a sign that I should stop? Yeah, I think God must be a little bit discreet, like explicit with these signs. If God just gave me a sign right now, He should give me a sign that I can understand explicitly what it means. My paintbrush falling is not so much, not much to go on. You feel what I'm saying? Need a little more information. Okay, I did say that this type of paint is ass, actually. So compared to this one is oil and this one is liquid paint. So I think see this one is this liquid paint. So it's used on glass, not on a canvas. So yeah, and there's nothing I can do, bro. I already bought it. Let me just make use of it. As I was saying, art has always been part of my life. Like, just always somehow finding a way to just be part of my life. Except I cannot say just because of always some of maybe I was gonna say I cannot say merely because art has always been in my life. That means this like I'm talented. I don't think that this is what it means, but it means that there's something about art that I like. Something that's just I don't know that talks to me. Or something that's like deep. I have this connection with art. I think it started from an early age, bro. Because like when I was younger, I had a ton of books, bro. A ton of books. I had stories, bro. I think my favorite was probably like Beauty and the Beast, and also Winnie the Pooh. See, that was mine. And then I had also like cartoons. I had a ton of toys. I had cartoons. I remember I remember the cartoons I used to watch was what's this? I didn't mention Winnie, right? But that was not a. I didn't have like I didn't watch Winnie the Pooh the cartoons. I had a book with pictures. That was fine. Like, bro, I had this big. My mother like, or my parents back then because like back then when I was young, my parents were still together. My mother, and my father. They only broke up when I was older. And there was this huge like box. Feel me? I don't know what you call it. It's not a cooler box. It's just a big container, just black, just full of books. Just a huge container full of books. Oh my god, what did I do? I don't know. Maybe my father got it from his workplace, from his boss, or my mother got it from, or they bought it themselves. So I really wouldn't know. But nonetheless, I got books, bro. A ton of them, food. And the crazy part is that only after years, but can you just imagine, bro? Years after, like, I'm 18 in matric, just done with matric. I'm in my gap year. Just so depressed. Was I depressed? I don't know. I don't think I was depressed. I was alone. So I'm trying to find a way out of my mother's place. Trying to go to university, so I was trying to upgrade. And the love of books, bro. I get it again, bro. I'm like, the first book I finished was called. Why am I saying was called? Is called "Build the Damn Thing" by Caitlin. Caitlin, is it Caitlin? Caitlin Finey. Caitlin Finey. I think it's Caitlin Finey. So if I'm mentioning a name wrong, sorry, bro. But yeah. And after that, I never looked back, bro. I've been reading books till this day, bro. From there, I think right now I've read, I don't know, like 10 books or like 8. I don't know, but I've read a ton of books right now. And when I was looking at it in university, when I was then 19 or 20, I'm not sure. Probably 20, I think. Yeah. I was like, oh, no wonder. I've always had a thing for books. No wonder it just like felt, when I started reading again, bro, I felt like, I don't know, I cannot explain the feeling of it in words. You just cannot explain it in words, can you? Just this amazing feeling by you get. It's like crazy. So it's crazy that the first book wasn't fiction.